According to Dr. Myles Munroe, a lot of people are confused about marriage these days. People get married for lots of reasons, some good, others not so good. Many marriages today fail because the couple does not understand either the purpose or the principles of successful marriage. They lack knowledge. Modern society's confusion about marriage results in many couples marrying for the wrong reasons that are insufficient for sustaining a healthy, lifelong relationship. No one should ever get married without first carefully and clearly answering the question, why? Deliberate and thoughtful consideration in advance will prevent a lot of problems, heartache and regret later on. Knowing why you want to marry can confirm you in a good decision and help you avoid making a bad decision. Some of the bad reasons are: 1. Because of sex. There is an old teaching that says that a man and a woman who have sex are married, in fact, if not in law. This is simply not true. We have already seen that sex does not equate to marriage. Sex alone neither makes nor breaks a marriage. According to God's design, sex is appropriate only within the bounds of marriage. It enhances and enriches a marriage that has already been established on other proper foundations. Outside of marriage, sex is inappropriate and psychologically damaging. Having sex, therefore, is not a reason to get married, it is a reason to repent. Sexual abstinence is the only appropriate behavior for unmarried people, and especially believers. 2. Because of pregnancy. Becoming pregnant is no more of a reason for getting married than having sex. Still, there are some people who feel that even though sex alone is not reason enough for marriage, pregnancy changes things. Without a doubt, it raises certain ethical, moral, and legal issues, particularly for the father of the child. Even so, the fact of pregnancy alone is insufficient grounds for marriage. Pregnancy does not necessarily indicate the existence of love or commitment between the man and woman who conceived the child. Compounding the sin and mistake of an out-of-wedlock pregnancy with the mistake of a bad marriage is foolish and unwise. It will lead inevitably to heartache and pain for everyone involved, and especially for the innocent child caught in the middle of it all. 3. Fear of hurting the other person. This happens more often than we would like to admit. Let's say a man and a lady have been dating for a while. She begins to talk marriage, but he isn't so sure. Even though he realizes that he does not love her and knows that marriage is not the answer, he's afraid of what will happen if he breaks up with her. These roles could just as easily be reversed, with the man putting pressure on his girlfriend who isn't sure if she really wants to marry him. No marriage stands a chance if it is based on fear of any kind. Don't get married simply because you are afraid of hurting the other person. It is much better for both of you to go through temporary pain now than to get married and set yourselves up for a lifetime of pain. 4. Fear of independence. Some people grow up so dependent on their parents that when they become adults, and face the prospect of being out on their own, they get married in order to have someone else to depend on. Many times, the parents bear the responsibility for their children's dependency. Whether deliberately or not, they insist on doing everything for their children, never teaching them how to think or act for themselves. Some parents have a tendency to always think of their children as my baby, and try to hold on to them forever. Children who grow up dependent on their parents often enter marriage expecting their spouse to take care of them and provide the same security they have always known. No one who is afraid of independence is ready to get married. Successful marriage requires that both husband and wife be comfortable and capable with independence. 5. To escape an unhappy home. A lot of people grow up in unhappy or difficult home situations, and all they want to do is escape. There may be physical, verbal, or sexual abuse involved. One or both parents may be addicted to alcohol or drugs. Home life may be constantly filled with anger, shouting, cursing, and quarreling. Whatever the reason, some young people are dying to get away from home, and often see marriage as their way out. This is extremely foolish and unwise. The desire to escape an unhappy home life is no reason to get married. If you simply must get away, then go out and find a job, get an apartment, and move out on your own. People who marry in order to escape rarely find what they are looking for. In the end, they simply exchange one kind of unhappiness for another. Thank you for watching this video till the end. If you learned something, please do not forget to like, subscribe and hit the notification bell.